so early simply
Impact.
because the hard points on
Ah, moi
this,
aussi.
there will be a lot of close
Là,
quarters
tu joues au
combat. When the
shotgun.
bottom hard point spawn is there, then he's going to make full use of that shotgun. But first off, it's going to be the middle map area. He brings his knife out to get that extra little boost so he can run that little bit further. And here we go, the first engagements are going to be taking place. Karma does manage to take out Jerd, and Miracles takes out Lucky. That's 2 down against Epsilon, and a brilliant start now for Fariko as they push right into the enemy spawn. Karma uncontested. Oh, and he's just wreaking havoc for Epsilon now. Kill after kill. Already 3 to his name. Make that 4, and he almost has his first score streak going down there. Finally gets shut down by McGee. Killer also gets taken. Also gets taken out. Miracles though now here trying to reclaim that hard point, which has now gone into the Epsilon camp's favour. It is all Epsilon in that kill feed as Excellence picks up 3 kills, only getting shut down by Miracles there in the end. Big play from Excellence. Miracles though pushing down this left hand side, followed by Karma taking out 2, and now the hard point has switched into Fariko's favour. They are trailing at the moment. Impact, one of the favourites coming into this tournament, going up against Europeans' favourite team going into this World Championships for a share of $1 million. It is a huge tournament, a grand scale. Miracles on an absolute rampage here. Just bringing up that scoreboard, we can see him on 6-3, matching Karma on the kill to death ratio. Hardpoint has been secured. And this is a beautiful spot from Miracles. He's not only shutting off that door, but if anyone's going to be pushing from the underground area, which we just saw Jerd do, he's ready to take them out as well. Now remember guys, these teams are playing for a top 12 position. If they win this game, they aren't guaranteed in the money yet. It doesn't put them top 8, it will put them top 12. And there is, of course, a loser bracket. We are now also playing best of 5s in a double elimination. And, you know, you're going to see some brilliant games here today. And the stealth chopper was actually collected there, I believe, by Miracles. We can see he's actually unlocked all of his score streaks, ready to bring onto the battlefield. They are taking a lead, but Epsilon are bringing this back real nicely. This is very, very close between these two teams, 2 of the top teams at this actual event. I hope you guys are enjoying this game so far, because I know I certainly am, as we see the underground spawn already being contested, and Miracles going big, taking out McGee and Lucky, taking out Excellence as well, and now Sentinel on the spawns. He's taking out every single player that is dropping down those stairs, and Epsilon cannot breach into this at all. We may even see some riot shields introduced alongside the shotguns down here. It is a tactic that I've seen a lot of players do, but Miracles, kill after kill, he's on 16-4, quadruple positive, and there was absolutely nothing that Epsilon could do in that situation. Epsilon, though, not giving up by a long shot. They are still trying here. It is incredibly hard to regain control of this bottom spawn location for the hard point, but they're going to give it their best shot. But Karma now wielding that shotgun, picking up 3, actually on a 6 kill streak now, with score streaks under his name as well. Oh, the shooting on that final shot wasn't the best, and Epsilon is going to make that kill against Karma, but Killer also with the shotgun down in that bottom hardpoint area is just making it so difficult. We could see Jerd there actually rocking the riot shield, ready to go down and support his teammates to try and breach in, but with 10 seconds left on the clock, Fariko are setting up in the next hardpoint location, and you can see this is probably the only map and the only game time that you will see the riot shields being used, or the assault shields as referred to. Karma takes out Excellence, kills are exchanged, and Epsilon actually getting back into this now. Let's see what's going on. Jerd does have all his score streaks, much like some of the Fariko players, and Jerd is going to be able to flick around that corner, bringing up the scoreboard. We can see him in double figures alongside Excellence, who is on 16-11 too. Lucky not having the best of games there, 5-14, but Jerd running riot here. Every score streak unlocked and still building up that score streak meter. The hill is contested though, and this is where we see some really close engagements. Little bit of pre-fire from Jerd. He is going to get shut down though by Karma in an EGL interview, the European Gaming League interview, when Fariko did actually take the win. Karma did say that he feels that Jerd is overrated. He doesn't see him as being that good, and he's going to want to prove a point here when it matters to the Call of Duty World Championships. And you know, if we bring up the score, but look at that, Karma is on 20 kills and 10 deaths. 20 kills already, and we're not even halfway through the game. Absolutely phenomenal play as he goes up against one of the top European teams here today. Let's see what's going on for Excellence now. We see him on this right-hand flank. The hardpoint has spawned in the middle, and Epsilon are trailing by a considerable margin, but they are not out of this just yet, as Jerd does call in the Hellstorm missile. That's going to allow Epsilon to regain control of this middle map area, and they're trying to escape the Hellstorm, of the enemy, which they all managed to do. That middle hardpoint is being heavily contested by both teams, and we can see the score streaks of Jerd really coming into play here. Excellence following it up with the two-piece, and now it goes into Epsilon control. They are back into this game, but denied by Karma, who takes out 3 and gets the SMG kill. That's 4 down, all thanks to Karma, but Jerd has thrown himself right into the battlefield once more and taken out 2 straight onto the hardpoint. There goes the third, and Parasite is down. Free Fire goes down that left-hand flank, but does not connect with anybody. And once again, Fariko regain control of this middle map area. Nagi not having the best game so far as we go straight into this. This is day 2. And this is the first game both of these teams will have played. Remember, this is double elimination and best of 5, still all to play for regardless of what happens in this game. But Epsilon have met their match here. I mean, look at that difference in score. Fariko.Impact really taking this for the Americans. And Killer is just on point with that shotgun. It just seems like there's nothing that Epsilon can do to get past them. I mean, one-shot kills pretty much in these close-quarter situations. But look at the kill feed. Every kill going to Epsilon. Jerd with the 3-piece jumping onto the hardpoint as well as Miracles goes down, and he is still alive. He does have the death machine as well, and they can bring this back. Jerd is really on point, 26-17. And he is pulling out all the stops, just kill after kill. Score streaks unlocked once again, and he can bring them in right about now, and it would really help his team, but he's likely going to save them for the middle hardpoint area, which of course is right out in the open and will be incredibly difficult for Fariko to collect. But the spawn for the hardpoint next is going to be on the ground, and if Epsilon can't get in there anytime soon, it is going to go in Fariko control. Jerd does push in once more. Semtex doesn't do enough damage to make the kill, and as Jerd flies around the corner, he takes out 1. He almost takes out 2. There we go, 2 go down for Jerd. He's trying to find a third. The Semtex comes in. He is still alive with those score streaks. He's going to jump around the corner, and the hardpoint now going into Epsilon control as it is heavily contested. Lucky doing big work to pick up 2 kills. Unfortunately for Excellence, though, mistakes were made. But now, the death machine did come out, but Miracles there with the shotgun able to take down Jerd. And now we're going to see Miracles in his prime, right down in this bottom bunker area on the hard point as it is heavily contested. This is a big hard point on Hijacked, and Miracles is doing some work down here. He's got the flak jacket perk that's also attached, and that is going to allow him to take any grenade damage and still remain alive. With 20 seconds left, Miracles is trying to set up in a better location and actually do some anchoring for his team. Usually the role of Parasite, actually, but with this being a little bit of a different hardpoint map, the rules do change. They have to play this differently. Well, hello, what have we got here? Parasite with the assault shield actually making his way now towards the next hardpoint area as we go to the final seconds of Underground. And it does go in Fariko control. Parasite is going to be able to set up real nicely now with the shotgun, unable to make the kill. And Epsilon trying to push in once more. Lucky there with 2 kills under his name, trying to build up some sort of score streak for his team. We can see him struggling a little bit on this map. 14-30 is not the best of scores. Just bringing up that scoreboard, we'll get on board with someone who's doing really well for Epsilon, which is going to be Jerd, currently top fragging at the moment. Actually switching things up now. Still got his Scorpion out, pushing in there, unable to make the kill against Killer. And this is all Fariko now. There is about a 100-point difference. It is still possible for Epsilon to do this, though. But with Miracles picking up kills like that with the shotgun, it's almost impossible for them. Karma has broke the 40-kill mark. 41 kills, 42 kills, and 22 deaths. Trying to take out McGee off the spawn straight away as well. Oh, and he's just running an absolute rampage here. He still has his Lightning Strike, he still has his Hellstorm missile, and we could even see him dropping a 50 bomb against Epsilon, one of the strongest European teams in attendance at this event. Remember, guys, the winner of this game will actually go on to play either Optic or Pain in the next round of the winner bracket. You do not want to miss that one. I believe it will be casting on the Echo stream, but I will try and get confirmation of that for you later on. But we don't know which team is going to win this yet. I mean, we can see the Hellstorm missiles coming in now. Air support from the Skyward in both of these teams' favour. But once again, the hardpoint going into Fariko control. Karma with the wallbang against Jerd. And now we are seeing Epsilon on a spree as they take down 3. It is Excellent in this middle map area. And he is all alone, fighting for his life. Trying to hold out as long as he can because they need to saturate every single point if they want to get back into this. Now, mathematically, it is actually impossible for Epsilon to win this, and I think they know it. Let's just take a quick look at that scoreboard once more as Karma has dropped the 50 bomb against Epsilon. 50 kills, 51 kills and 26 deaths. Absolutely phenomenal. 15 defends under his name as well. I mean, it almost looks like Miracles has got an average score in comparison, but let's not forget Miracles is on a 40 bomb for himself. 40 bomb meaning 40 kills under his name already in a single hardpoint game. These two players have been on fire for Fariko. We haven't given Killer and Parasite that much coverage, so we'll certainly be jumping on board with them in the later stages of this best of 5. But it is just too entertaining watching these guys play. I mean, look at Miracles. There goes the 2-piece. He's actually looking for the 3rd now, and he's going to try and ball it out and pick it up. It doesn't really matter because the first map is going in Fariko's favour. The final kills on the scoreboard there. We will have a little bit recap later on. Jerd actually not giving up with the with the death machine, actually taking out a few of his own teammates there. But that is going to be the final score, 230 to 138. That is a fairly convincing win for Fariko, a big motivational boost. And the European team are going to be looking a little bit shaky. 3 of the players originate from Ireland. Excellence is Scottish, he's actually half Brazilian, and proud of his Brazilian heritage as well. And as we've discussed before, one of the highest achieving players in Europe on Call of Duty. He actually attended Call of Duty XP, which was a $1 million tournament quite a while back now, and placed 2nd in there. He is truly an outstanding player, and he's really, and it is going to be real nice. It is 1st to 6 between these two teams.
Huh?
As we've said before, the Epsilon lineup, a very strong search and destroy team, and Jerd particularly one of the key players that we want to keep watching throughout this. But to begin with, it is going to be Parasite. He is using the dual band DSR, so he's going to be looking for equips. We may see a left-hand push from Parasite here, but what sometimes happens with snipers is they'll get to the middle map as quick as they can, and this is what he's going to do. He's going to try and get a quick snipe very early on, and he may be able to pick up a few if Epsilon are going to charge through the middle. But no Epsilon player has made that challenge. If we actually bring up the mini-map, we can see the large majority going towards B. Only 1 player actually manoeuvred towards A, and they were sitting up in the top building. Parasite, though, very wise to the Epsilon strategy, is actually pushed around now. He's checking every single window, every single corner, making sure that Epsilon aren't going to take him by surprise. And you can see the angles that he...
Allez les gars, 1-0.
And it is going to be Jerd who cleans that up, getting the final kill against Parasite. A great round for Epsilon, actually opening up in this search and destroy. What I want to do is watch an attack and defense for both of these teams. So we've seen Fariko once, we're going to see them again, and then we'll switch over to Epsilon and give those guys a little bit of coverage. So it's Killer that I want to watch now. We didn't see too much of Parasite or Killer on that hard point. Parasite does play the anchor role, so you know, it may have been that he's not needed to make many kills because Mercs and Killer were on fire in that game. But Killer did have a good game, it's just his players outshone. So let's see what he can do here on the search and destroy. Parasite actually opening things up with the kill against McGee. And we can see Killer just spraying in that top window area, hoping to penetrate that in order to pick up a kill. No hit markers do go down, so he can be relatively safe in the knowledge that there's probably nobody up there right now.
Le pire c'est Plaza.
Gonna flank right round the back now, bring up the mini-map, and we can see a 2 versus 4 situation now as Excellence does shut down Parasite. It's going to even things up a little bit, 2 versus 3. And Epsilon are not out of this round just yet. The bomb has been planted for Fariko. This is a great attacking round for them. Looking really strong here. Mercs does take out Epsilon. Excellence, which is going to leave Lucky all on his own now. Up against 3. Oh, and he does spot 1, and that's a beautiful shot against Killer. With 30 seconds left on the clock, he needs to kill 2 and get the defuse. And it's going to be real difficult for him, and he knows where one of the snipers are, which have probably run away now. I mean, what Fariko is probably going to do is just run this time down. Lucky, unlucky there, not being able to get the wall bank against Mercs, who is in that top snipe window, and it's going to be Karma that shuts him out. 1-1. We could be seeing a lot closer search and destroy here because that hard point previously to now was very, very one-sided. Remember, the winner of this game will advance into a top 12 position. It doesn't guarantee the money because that's, of course, top 8, which is the split of $1 million. But they'll be in with a lot better shot. The way that the winner brackets work, providing that each team can win every single game, goes top 12, top 6, top 3, and then top 2 when they advance into the grand final here. Which of course is going to be very big because first and second place get a split of $600,000 was 400,000 and 200,000 respectively for the teams. Jerd shutting down the trophy system as well as taking out a player, making it 4 versus 3. I mean, if we bring up the scoreboard, we can see he's currently top fragging overall in this game on 3-1. A lot of perks have been attached. He's got extreme conditioning and lightweight to get right up into the gunfights as quickly as possible. Flak jacket to take damage from grenades, and also the tactical mask, which is going to mean any stun grenades aren't going to do that much damage to him. He does pick up another kill there in that top window, nice little jump shot, and that's 2 down thanks to Jerd, but 2 still remain. He has managed to spot 1, wisely choosing not to challenge that, as he knows he was in a worse position, his body was exposed. But look at this setup we've got now from Epsilon. They're in a great position to actually go ahead and go for the plant, but it is going to be unnecessary as Excellent shuts down Karma and Jerd takes out Parasite. Jerd picking up a lot of kills in this game. I actually want to see what McGee can do now for Epsilon as we stay on board with them for one more round and see how they're going to play out their defense on this map. Epsilon currently in the lead 2-1. This is a best of 5 series. And of course we're now into the double elimination bracket. So what is going on for you, McGee?
Defend the objectives.
Let's bring his details up there. He is an extremely confident gamer. He's the most achieved Irish player here today. Teaming with Jerd for quite some time now. Jerd is going to be able to shut down Miracles. McGee holding this middle map area. Jerd taking out Killer. And McGee does not get the turn on Karma. Lucky does manage to answer back though, which is going to leave Parasite all on his own in a 1 versus 3. And he is on the attack, but Excellence there, ready and waiting to pounce. Gets the headshot against Parasite. And now it is 3-1. The Irish team actually bringing this back, featuring Excellence, who is Scottish himself, for the Europeans. And I know that these guys have got a lot of European supporters that are probably watching this stream now and getting right behind them, with these guys probably having the best shot of doing well in this match. It doesn't rule any of the other European teams out though, as we do have the teams, the best teams all around the world. 6 continents are actually involved in this tournament out of the 7 in the world, just excluding Antarctica. Jerd going in with the RCXD car now. Oh my goodness, and he's going to find 2, almost takes out 3 with the RCXD. That could have been ridiculous. McGee does take out Parasite as well, which is going to leave Karma all on his own. Nice snipe against McGee there. Oh, and it's going to be Lucky who cleans things up. And if I am not mistaken, Jerd was actually on a 7-kill streak there. Now, I know I have been flicking back and 2, but due to the fact Jerd is playing out of his skin, I do want to get on board with him. I do want to see if he's going to be able to continue this rampage, because he has 7 kills in a back-to-back against Fariko.Impact, one of the best teams in the world right now. A lot of people would argue that they are the best. So, Jerd, where are you? Jerd currently on 9-1. And we still potentially have 2 rounds left to go. Should Epsilon win them both, we may even be seeing more. Trophy systems are being thrown out. Of course, going to protect them from any frag grenades that are flying over. A little bit of pre-fire from Jerd, expecting someone to come out that door. As we discussed before, an extremely strong search and destroy player. Not using that dual band BSR, but he is now on his own. 1 versus 2. He is up against Karma and Killer. Karma, his rival. I think Jerd really wants to prove a point here in this game, given what was said by Karma in the interview following EGL. Karma really does not rate Jerd. You can see him as a top player, but Karma is going to make that kill and bring things back for Fariko. It is now 4 rounds to 2. Let's see what is going on for Fariko. We'll watch those guys and spectate them for a couple of rounds. And I actually want to watch Karma for a bit. As we've discussed before, Karma is arguably one of the best players in this game. That's what a lot of people rate him as. He's lethal with the SMG. He does like using the MSMC, but he does switch things up from time to time. If he does have to use an AR, it will most likely be the M8. And that is what he's going to be using now. Well, he's actually got the sniper as well. Does not have the dual band attachment, so any smoke grenades are going to cause a little bit of trouble for him. He pushes around. Teaming up with Miracles, who says he is fearless, he likes to take risks, he is the objective player, and you know, he will go for challenges that maybe the other players would not. Whether that's going to pay off for him, only time will tell. Still on board with Karma though. The millimeter scanner attachment is really going to benefit him. You can actually see through walls, that's right, you'll see a loose silhouette of the enemy player, and that is why he's just pre-aiming a lot of corners here, just to get that slight advantage. Does not manage to spot anybody. 3 versus 3 here. Karma still alive for Fariko.Impact. Brainiac here today, the head manager of Fariko, supporting all of his teams. And look at that benefit the MMS scanner gives. Is he going to be able to make this kill? No, he is not. It's McGee with the Cap 40 that's going to shut him out. 1 versus 3 now. And this is looking really good for Epsilon. It is 5 rounds to 2. They are 1 round away from bringing this back after their hard point defeat. It would level a score of 1-1. This is really a critical game in this tournament. You know, as we've discussed before, the victor of this game will go on to play either Pain Gaming or Optic. A lot of people would probably favour Optic to win that. I don't rule Pain Gaming out of it, but you know, a Fariko.Impact versus Optic game or an Epsilon versus Optic game is going to be one for the books. Single more round by Fariko. Start off watching Killer. Does have the M8.
Il gagne en fait les
push
planes.
towards B. Interesting spread from Fariko.Impact actually bringing the mini-map. They aren't really clustered, but you can see them slowly migrating over to this B bomb site. I think Epsilon are going to be aware of this. And Killer just trying to pick up a hit marker in that top window, unable to do so. And he's most likely telling his teammates that they're pretty secure and able to push out if they want to go for the B plan. But Excellent is going to take out Parasite. Miracles answers back. Miracles playing under the tag Mercs. For those of you guys wondering, if we actually see what he is up to, ready to pounce through this top window area, expecting somebody to defend this B-bomb site. Jerd has taken down Karma though, the bomb carrier. 3 versus 2 now, Fariko.Impact in a lot of trouble. McGee does take out Killer, it's Mercs from the 1 versus 3, but denied by Jerd, who picks the final kill against Miracles, and that is going to be a 6-2 victory in favour of Epsilon. A fairly convincing search and destroy win. Now the actual rotation that we're going to be using at this tournament is hardpoint, search and destroy, capture the flag, hardpoint, search and destroy. So we will be seeing another hardpoint, which we saw Fariko.Impact very strong at, and another search and destroy, which we saw Epsilon very strong at. So this next map, the next capture the flag that you're going to see could be decisive. Jerd on 12 kills and 2 deaths, 1,375 points in a search and destroy game. That is absolutely ridiculous. He's playing absolutely brilliantly there. You know, we discussed before a very strong search. Really looking forward to this. As we've said, this could be a very, very important game in this best of 5. I want to start off watching Parasite. Most likely going to be using an assault rifle, and he's actually going for the foul. He's got the reflex sight on there as well, and fairly standard score streaks. Hellstorm missile and lightning strike we're going to see appear very frequently, whatever the game mode, but also got the turret. On this map, that turret can be devastating, particularly for the Fariko spawn. Parasite can pick up a few kills. They can sometimes lay the turret down at this back map area, also put some trophy systems down around it. That's going to prevent any grenades from taking it out, any EMPs landing on it to shut it down. And the turret can pretty much defend that flag all by itself. So he's also got stock on this foul. That's going to allow him to actually rotate a lot quicker whilst he's aiming down the site. See him challenging someone in that top window area. Isn't going to make the kill, and Jerd is going to take Parasite down. Miracles, the objective player for Fariko. Does get shut out. This is a nice little start by Epsilon, and the flag has actually been pulled by Fariko. It is Karma making this big push now. He doesn't have much support from his teammates. Just bringing up the minimap. We're going to see him in an engagement very soon, and he's actually decided to turn around. This is really interesting play. He's going back into the enemy spawn. Very, very unusual, but he's completely confused them. He's got the better of Jerd, and he was just not expecting that. Takes out Lucky as well, that's 2 down, and he needs to make this run now. He's got the support of his teammates, but there is McGee ready and waiting, taking down 2. Flag has been collected, but Excellence is going to shut out that run. And now we are seeing both of those flags reset. Big play actually there from Excellence. Crucial return from him. Parasite is going to manage to take him down now. With the foul, actually fairly popular here on this map. The smoke has been deployed. It's going to obscure his vision a little bit, going to make it a little bit more difficult to take anybody out. See what's going on with Lucky. He's got quick draw, reflex and stock on this M8, a lot of attachments. Lucky doing a little bit of defensive work himself here. No flag's been captured yet by either of these teams. Fairly balanced. See on the scoreboard there, both teams picking up respectable amount of kills. No player particularly standing out just yet. I'm sure we're going to see that later on in the game. Flag was actually picked up there by Excellence, who is making this run. Let's just bring up that map, and it was actually Parasite giving chase, who is going to be able to shut him out. We're seeing Jerd now in an engagement. He is weak, but he has managed to elude his enemies and escape to this top vantage point area, which is going to put him in a lot better position to make some kills. Going for the wall bang, unable to make it. And Karma takes him by surprise. Karma doing really well here, continually pushing in, taking out Excellence as well, and really opening things up now for Fariko as Epsilon are just coming off the spawn. It has been up to Lucky, who has done some big work, the Semtex and the kill with the M8. is going to make sure that that flag does not get away from the home base. It is still there, ready to be picked up by Karma, though. Choosing an interesting run, does not make the kill against Lucky, but is going to manage to escape. He is so weak. A single bullet might just finish him off here, but he looks pretty good to actually run this all the way home, taking a lot of damage, and this is going to be flag capture 1 for Fariko. 1-0 up now in this best of 5 on capture the flag. This is the middle map, currently 1-1 on score between these two teams. Very evenly matched. See a little bit more of you, Parasite, when you up to well, dead at the moment. Oh, Karma, the body of Jerd as he takes him down on a 3-kill streak at the moment, almost near his score streak. Hellstorm missile ready to be collected. Possibly one more kill will actually unlock that for him. That could be really big in capture flag. We've discussed before how the likes of a Hellstorm missile or a lightning strike can completely shut out any flag pulls that Epsilon may make.
Un coup il dit ouais vas-y, je les spawn après il dit ouais vas-y.
Ouais mais lui il est très nul
He gets this kill, unable to do so, and that's a really crucial kill from McGee to actually deny him that score streak.
réflexe. Ouais le gel, le réflexe.
With the foul.
Genre il est dit ouais on va dans ce panneau je crois ouais. On va tous en vers la ferme.
I mean, he's in a brilliant position here. Should anybody jump around that corner, there is going to be a very unlikely chance to make the kill against him. It's actually Killer who goes for the challenge. He'll take a lot of damage, but Parasite around the flank is going to make that kill. Now poised on that door. As we've said, doing defensive work for Epsilon seems to be the anchor for the team. He's going to hold back and make sure he stays alive as McGee pushes up with that foul once more. Up the map, just seeing where everyone is, and we can see Fariko very defensive all around the flag, and almost waiting to go on a bit of a counter-attack, it would seem. Probably looking to actually take a few of Epsilon down and then go for the push. McGee's shooting isn't accurate enough to make that kill, leaving Jerd and... well, it was actually Jerd just left on his own for a very brief moment. As we've said before, there's not particularly anybody standing out all that much in regards with kill-death ratio, but Parasite is on 13-7, which is actually fairly impressive. Killer does want to make this a 2-0 lead, though, going into round number 2. He isn't going to be able to run it there all by himself. Tactical grenades do go in. I'm just going to stay on this view once more, make sure that flag does get returned, which it does. And with 15 seconds left on the clock, we are probably going to see this just end 1-0 now for the first round of Search and Destroy. Just to give you a little bit of a recap of the games that have taken place so far then. So the first map was a hardpoint, ended 230 to 138, that was on Hijacked, and that went to Fariko. A big win for them, very convincing, you know, there's no argument with that. A 6-2 victory though on the Search and Destroy, with Jerd picking up 12 kills and only 2 deaths. An incredibly good Search and Destroy player, does put a lot of practice in there on the online competitive websites.
Capture the flag.
Alright, so Fariko are in the lead.
Capture the objective.
Let's get on board with Jerd and see what he can do here. Combat knife does come out. It's going to allow him to run that little bit further, providing he used it correctly. This is where you swap to the combat knife and then go on a sprint. Doesn't allow you to run a little bit further. Takes down Miracles. Does take a lot of damage though, but Excellence also pushing up with him. The 2 objective /Slayer players for Epsilon. Jerd is going to follow up again with a kill against Miracles. Coming 1-on-1 and coming out on top. The EMP grenade does connect, but he is going to pick up another kill. This is really nice work from Jerd, actually still alive in a dangerous position. The flag has been pulled by McGee though. Lucky does take out 3 of the Semtex and the kill against Miracles, which means there is only 1 player left, and he is nowhere to be seen. This is surely going to be a flag capture now for Epsilon. And they are right back in this game. It is now 1-1 on flags as we have switched over the spawns. Arguably, Epsilon do have that better spawn. Remember, if they can get a turret and they can set it up at that back spawn area, put a few trophy systems around it, and that's going to pretty much do all the defending they need for the home flag. They're going to make things really difficult for Fariko. McGee, actually on some defensive duty for his team, is in a lot of trouble though as he's being taken by both directions. Fortunately for him, Excellence is on point though, going to clean up the kill against Mercs. Getting shut down by Karma, leaving Jerd to actually do defending work. You can actually see Epsilon having to defend quite a bit. Jerd is getting chased to the flag carrier now. He needs to make this kill, and he is going to get it. He's going to get the return. Yes, he is, and the return goes down. That is now going to be taken back to the home base, so it is still 1-1 on points. Jerd following up with a kill on that petrol station. The EMP grenade does go out.
flag has been taken.
And he does get the assist as the Epsilon flag is taken. Jerd is going to make a push of his own. Does have a lot of support from his teammates here. He could be seeing a stalemate situation, but it looks like all of Epsilon were leaving Jerd for a second. Who is this player that has turned back to give him some support? It is going to be Lucky who's going to be helping Jerd out. Around the tractor.
Flag to flag.
And you can see Jerd, he's a little bit panicked right now. He just wants to stay in that area. It's going to provide him with the best cover. Look, he's going to do some great defensive work for him as he can cover pretty much both of those directions. We bring up the map, we can actually see Epsilon not really going for the challenge on this flag. Seemingly quite happy to sit back in a 1-1 draw and take this to overtime. 2 kills do now go in Epsilon's favour. Lucky's actually going to breach out, leave Jerd, and try and go for this kill. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull this off. Take out Karma, he is weak, he may just want to sit back a little bit and let his health regenerate. But it's going to be Parasite. He was not expecting Parasite to be up there, not one bit. Jerd actually on a 7-kill streak, thank you to the 3 kills made by the Lightning Strike, but he has been challenged, and that is a huge return from Killer. Killer was left all on his own, he had to make that kill, and he had to get the return, and he did just that. The Lightning Strike and Jerd allowed their home flag to be returned to the home base, and that could have been a capture for Epsilon there, but Miracles, wow, that was absolutely brilliant by him there, taking out Excellence. My goodness, Epsilon could have been seeing themselves take that capture the flag victory, but it was not meant to be. Miracles, though, is going to be pushing up, doing some objective work. He is going to take out the player by the tank. Looking for another, he knows that it's not going to be alone there, there wasn't just going to be that one guy defending the flag. Well, it's just up to Killer now, he's the last person left alive for Fariko. And he is going to be challenged, does take down Lucky, but Jerd is there to take out Killer. The flag carrier is Excellent, who is making this run now. And he's looking pretty safe to actually take this. I don't think there's anyone to contest this. And that is now going to be 2-1 in Epsilon's favour, taking a lead here on Capture the Flag. Initially going down 1-0 in this best of 5. If they can see this through for a further 1 minute and 7 seconds, then that is going to mean they are put into the lead 2-1, be in a really good position. They will only have to win any search and destroy or a hard point still on board with Excellence now. And you can see being very conservative in his play, not going for the flag push, but just making sure he doesn't sit behind his own flag. As what you don't want to do is get too complacent and get too defensive, as you can get overrun, which is what we're seeing here, as 3 of Epsilon do go down. Lucky was the last alive. It is now up to Jerd, who is calling in this Hellstorm missile, as Mercs has picked up 3. The flag carrier has gone down, but it is going to be collected very, very soon by Karma. This is going all the way home. Is anybody going to be able to stop him? Well, quite possibly, but it's going to be very, very close. And the kills do go in Fariko's favour, and Karma is going to make that flag capture, which means, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into stopwatch. I don't think the flag can technically be run all the way. No, now that is going to be it. And wow, what a close game we have in our hands here. So this best of 5 series currently 1-1 in maps. The 3rd map, Capture the Flag standoff, has gone to a tie. 2-2 is the score. We will be going onto stopwatch. This is overtime. Let me just briefly explain how this is going to work for those of you that are unfamiliar with the competitive rule set. What is going to happen is we will restart this game, and the team that can capture the flag the quickest will be the team that win. So for example, let's say Epsilon capture the flag in 3 minutes, we will end the game, and the game gets restarted, and Fariko will have to capture it quicker than 3 minutes time. It's very, very simple concept. I'm sure you guys will pick it up as we go along if you've never seen this before. But we're going to start off with Karma. I'm just going to bring up the scoreboard now. Karma not picking up his usual amount of kills, but look at that score. He's been doing a lot of objective work, and 18 kills under the belt is nothing to be shrugged at. Tactical grenade does go in. Karma going for a flank, does manage to stay alive. Isn't going to be able to beat Jerd though. Parasite actually using the MSMC. This is quite unusual really, and not something we see all that much, but he is deep in enemy lines. Just waiting near this van. He's got to be careful that that doesn't explode next to him actually. And the turret right at the back is going to be really, really good for Epsilon. We're actually looking quite strong here. Karma is left on his own. Just clean up McGee. Lucky proves to be too much for him in that 1 versus 1. Grenades are flying over back and 2 between these 2 teams. Let's see what's going on with McGee. Roll out the M8. And isn't able to pick up a kill next to the tractor. The Cat 40 actually being brought out. Really, really beneficial to bring this out in close quarter combat. A little bit better than the 3-burst assault rifle. And as you can see, he's managed to clean up Parasite, and this is an Epsilon attack right now. Is he going to make the kill behind the ban? No, he is not, but Lucky is going to be able to take out Karma. This is looking really, really good for Epsilon. Let's see what's going on for Lucky. Very close to the enemy flag, but it is Killer on defense. McGee is on a 3-kill streak. Looks like he's going to die, and there we go, does get taken down. See what is going on for Killer. For Fariko, quick draw, reflex, and stock on the attachment that he's using on this AN-94, making him a very versatile player. He's going to be able to switch things up when he needs to. Can either play objective or support, but it's also a main slayer for the team at times. 3 minutes left on the clock in this first round of overtime. As we go into these final 3 minutes, it looks like Fariko are getting their heads together a little bit now. Bringing up the scoreboard once more. The majority of kills there going to Lucky. He's having a really good capture the flag game, actually. He's been doing some big plays for Epsilon. He is going to get taken out, though, by Killer. Lethal with that Cat 40. Also got the fast mag attachment, meaning he can reload that real quick. The flag was pulled there by McGee. Parasite, though, ready to shut him down and get that return. We are into the final half of the first half here of overtime. And it just seems that every time any player pushes up, they run into a brick wall. We have the turrets that you can see there at the back of the map. And the trophy systems are going to be protecting them from any grenades, which is going to be really, really beneficial for Epsilon, actually. That's what we were talking about before. I mean, the turrets on this map, particularly if we capture the flag, can be so, so big for the teams. Trophy systems there, denying for it to be taken out. Jerd is still alive. Playing very slowly. This isn't something we see too much from Jerd, actually. He's a very aggressive player, but he's doing his job well. He's taking down Miracles, who was making a sneaky little push there, jumping out that top window.
We have the enemy flag.
The flag has actually been pulled here. It's Excellence, who's on a 6-kill streak, and that was a very important kill. He does have all of his score streaks as well, and we could be seeing a flag capture here. He has no bullets in that gun, does go for the reload whilst he regenerates some of his sprint. Jerd is on defense. They need to get this flag capture now. Here we go. It all comes down to this, and it is going to be 1 minute 25 left on the clock, and the pressure is now on for Fariko.Impact. They have to beat this time. They need to capture a flag in less than 3 minutes 35 seconds, or Epsilon will win capture the flag standoff. Fariko.Impact, one of the favourites for this actual championship. Really struggling now against Epsilon, who are looking a very, very strong team. We didn't see that too much in the hard point, which was a very convincing win by Fariko. 230 points to 138. Putting the pressure now on Fariko. I want to watch them, I want to see what they can do. And this is going to be the key player to watch, Karma. As we've said before, a lot of people regard him as one of the best Black Ops 2 players as it currently stands. After walking away with a European and an American title, placing first at both of the big events. World dominance here at the Call of Duty World Championships is going to get shut down now. Killer's actually making a little bit of a push of his own. I don't think anyone has spotted him. His position is certainly revealed now, though, as McGee does go down. And the turret there, right at the back of the spawn once again. Going to cause a lot of trouble for Fariko. Defending it. And I mean, Killer is in a heap of trouble. The lightning strikes are coming in as well by Excellence. Just denying Fariko the opportunity. Epsilon just have to hold on for 2 minutes 40 longer. And I want to stay on board with Killer. I want to see what he's going to actually do here. I mean, he's right behind enemy lines. He could make this flag pull if he wants, but he's got to be conscious of that turret. Just made the kill against Jerd. I mean, they know he's there. He's got to do something. The flag has been pulled, and he's managed to escape that turret. Big work. Does follow up with a kill against Excellence. And this is big for Fariko. Oh, only just taken out by Jerd there as he bolted over the top. And Jerd is going to get that return. A crucial kill for Epsilon. Pressure is still on, though, now. I want to watch Parasite for a little bit, see what he can do as he does go down. As does Killer. Karma, even. See what is going on for you, Parasite, once more. Using that foul, time ticking away, less than 2 minutes now if Fariko want to win this. We'll put them 2-1 down in a best-of-5 series. I know that Epsilon were very concerned going into this. They do feel that they're a little bit hard done to, placing second in their pool and having arguably one of the hardest brackets at the moment, because should they win this game, an Optic beat Pain, they will then have to play Optic, which will be incredibly difficult. Remember, the team that does win this will go into a top 12 position in this tournament. The loser, though, will not be out of it. They will go into the losers bracket where they can still potentially advance and go ahead and win. Loser bracket works a little bit differently, though. For the loser bracket, should you lose this first game, you can then win the next, your top 12, win the next top 8, then top 6, top 4, top 3, top 2. It's a longer bracket, it's a bit more of a gruel. It's going to be a lot more difficult if you go into it early, but you will not be out of the tournament. It's the important thing. Flag has been pulled now by Parasite. This could be the very decisive run. Parasite is actually held back very wisely, manages to stay alive. It's only Miracles that gets taken out, but Lucky was there to pick up the kill against Parasite and get that flag return. Karma, however, has made a pull of his own. Karma was on a 3-kill streak and Lucky really set to advance there. But Epsilon manages to shut that out once more. It's Jerd who is making this pull, trying to end things here and now. If the flag does get captured again by Epsilon, that will end the game with 35 seconds left on the clock. Jerd seemingly uncontested here, isn't going to be able to take the kill from behind, but the flag has now been pulled by Parasite. And this is really dangerous for Epsilon now. This kill needs to go down, and it is Lucky who goes big. But with 23 seconds left on the clock, it is still all to play for. A very, very tense moment as Miracles picks up this flag. He is AMP'd. He is going to be able to run this home with 15 seconds left on the clock. The flag has been captured, and Fariko take the win. That could not have been any closer. My goodness, 15 seconds separated those two teams, and that was all to play for there in the dying moments of capture the flag on standoff. It was looking so good for Epsilon. But the powerhouse that is Fariko.Impact there, you can see capturing in 3 minutes 19, beating the 3 minutes 34 of Epsilon, and they are going to be really disappointed with that. I mean, they put up a really brave fight there. You can see Jerd with 37 kills, 35, Excellence, and Lucky also picking up a lot of kills. Lucky with 35, Excellence with 37 kills. The first hardpoint spawn is going to be in a very central position. We can see Parasite actually spawning closest to it for his team. Sorry, I do beg your pardon. It's actually going to be... let's have a look. Miracles spawning closest to it for his team here. And we're going to see a very, very early push. And he's going to have the advantage over Epsilon. He needs to get in there as quick as he can. We can see him using lightweight and extreme conditioning to give him that little bit of an extra boost, and wielding the MSMC is going to put him in a great position to actually engage in close quarter combat against Epsilon. But he needs to be making these big kills because so much of hardpoint can be decided from the first hardpoint. It is so important. And here we go. Here comes the battle. And it is going to be Excellence who draws first blood against Karma. But once again, we are seeing Killer introducing the Remington to the battlefield. Shotgun has come out. Oh, it's a little bit of misfire, but does manage to recover and take out Jerd. Answered back by Lucky. Fariko looking really strong. Every point has gone in their favour so far, but it is now being contested. McGee charging in there with the Scorpion. Something that Karma is also using as well. Scorpion, an extremely quick fire rate, so fast, and can deal a huge amount of damage per second when engaging up close. Let's watch McGee for a little bit. He's on a 3-kill streak now. He also has control of the hard point, and Epsilon are bringing things back. They now actually have the lead on points, and McGee is very close to getting the death machine as well, which could be huge on hard point. I mean, a lightning strike and Hellstorm missile is going to put them in a really good position as it is. McGee searching for one more kill. He's going to be happy to just sit on that hard point now, but he was conscious of the next spawn. And there we go, all the score streaks have been unlocked. That's big play from McGee. Let's see if he's going to bring that death machine out, as the hill is being contested by Epsilon. Epsilon are getting the worst spawn point now. Fariko have managed to get the better spawn. It's probably going to be Parasite doing some anchoring, maybe. Maybe not. Parasite's actually coming off spawn there. Just doing a little bit of objective work. Manages to pick up the kill against McGee. He does have all those score streaks, remember. Watch Miracles quite a bit, and let's see what's going on with Killer wielding that shotgun. Does take damage, but picks up a big kill against McGee. Still in that hard point, keeping control, but Lucky coming in with the cap 40s is going to be able to shut him down. Lucky on a 2-kill streak of his own, was on the hard point temporarily, does spin around, and he has now got a lightning strike and a Hellstorm missile himself. This is looking really good for Epsilon. They're having a great start to this game. But look at Karma there, hitting double figures, 13 kills to 5. Carrying his team through this big play. 1,900 points, 2,150 points now, and he also has score streaks. And he has finally decided to call this in. Is that Hellstorm missile going to pick up kills? Yes, it is. Takes down 2. Jerd and Excellence fall, which is going to allow Fariko to breach into this hardpoint area and start capturing some points. Mistakes were made by McGee. Not the best Hellstorm missiles called in there, but it did pick up Miracles. An incredibly close hardpoint here, and all to play for Epsilon. If they lose this hardpoint, then that is going to be it for them. They will go into the losers bracket, and they will be defeated 3-1 in this best of 5 series in winner bracket. If they win, however, and this applies to Fariko as well, they will advance into a top 12 position. Be in a great spot.
Hardpoint is ours.
We'll take a shot at the money. The winner of this game will be going ahead and playing either Pain or Optic Gaming. The winner of that, big game that you guys do not want to miss. I believe that will be taking place on the Echo stream with Tunny. So,
hardpoint identified.
If you want to stay with myself, that'd be great. But you know, I don't want you guys to miss any of the big games here, so I'm not going to deny you that opportunity. Hardpoint has been secured though by Epsilon. Seemingly uncontested here. It's actually Lucky that was on it. Does finally get taken down by Miracle's grenade. And now Jerd and McGee, the 2 Irishmen, have secured this hardpoint area.
Hardpoint contested.
Killer lunging in with the shotgun, picking up 2 big kills and actually getting the hardpoint back for his team. Crucial play from Killer. He's actually having a really good game here. I mean, he's 10 kills to 10 deaths. Doesn't seem too impressive, but it's the kills that he's making that's so important.
Hardpoint is ours.
The hardpoint now leveling the score.
Forward. Hardpoint contested.
And just about edging it for Fariko as
they
they finally take the lead, 76 points to 72, still all to play for, and no doubt Epsilon are setting up in this middle map area, ready to take that next hard point as it does go on to the next spawn in 5 seconds. So sure, Fariko do have the lead now, but we're probably going to see Epsilon take a small lead themselves. However, turret has been deployed by Fariko, and that's going to cause real trouble for Epsilon now as they manage to breach in there and secure it for themselves. Hill is being contested, but Killer still with that shotgun wreaking havoc in there. 3 kills, being contested and getting shut down.
Hardpoint is ours.
Want to keep watching Epsilon for a little while longer as the hardpoint does temporarily fall into hardpoint control, still being contested now. Jerd lunging in, does take out 2, Combat Miracles go down. And this is so back and 2, this is really anybody's game. 3 of the Epsilon players are on this hardpoint. Make that 4, they're all in here, making sure that they secure this. They need every point that they can get, but only 1 player has been left alive on there, and that is Lucky, who needs to stay alive. He has picked up the shotgun, but he's no match for Killer, who's been using the shotgun throughout this entire hardpoint.
Hardpoint is ours.
Want to watch Karma for a little bit now, does still have the Lightning Strike and Hellstorm Missile, should he want to bring that in.
Contested.
And Fariko here taking a little bit of a lead. They've got to be careful because Epsilon are going to be ready on this next hardpoint area. Oh, Fariko though, storming in fearlessly there. Karma managing to escape his enemy. Currently 25 kills to 12. Every single hardpoint that we see Karma play, he goes big for his team. Really is his strongest game type. And it's absolutely brilliant watching him and seeing how he plays. You guys watching this stream, start taking some notes. This is one of the best Black Ops 2 players in the world. Lucky's Hellstorm Missile denying Fariko the opportunity to pick up that hard point, but they do storm in there nonetheless with 25 seconds left on the clock. Epsilon needs to prevent them picking up any more points. They need to be contesting this, but they've also got to be conscious of the fact that in 20 seconds time, the hard point location is going to change. Watching Excellence for a short while now, and we can see Epsilon have pretty much given up on that hard point. With 8 seconds left, there's no point trying to challenge it. Instead, they're just sitting up here tight. They need to get a lot of points on this hard point if they want to get back into this game. Otherwise, Fariko are most likely going to take this. Excellence does get shut down, and it is going to go in Fariko's favor. Miracle's going big for his team there. 3 kill streak still on that hard point. It is being contested. And Fariko just have that edge above Epsilon when it comes to hardpoint. They captured up like they were inseparable. The search and destroy, Epsilon were certainly stronger, but hardpoint is definitely Fariko's game type. They are completely dominating them right now. All of these score streaks that Miracle has had ready to be called in whenever he wants. Let's just have a really quick flick through the Epsilon lineup. McGee does have 2 score streaks that he could bring in, but when we go over with Fariko, well, they're going to be able to put Epsilon in a world of hurt there. So many score streaks under their name. But Epsilon not giving up yet. 56 points behind, but 3 minutes left on the clock. Hill is being contested. Fariko will be happy with this. They just want to run that time down. They're going to be very happy if they can just keep the hill contested for the whole time, which has forced Lucky to actually go for the challenge, something that he really didn't want to do.
Hardpoint is ours.
As the hardpoint switches over, it goes to Fariko once more. They're looking set to take this. Miracles does take out Lucky. Gonna watch Excellence for a little while longer. Excellence, one of the highest achieving Call of Duty players in Europe. Actually the most achieved, overtaking Gunji fairly recently actually with the ESL victory clone. And here we go, showing how great he is there. Picking up 2 big kills, does have all of these score streaks now, and he really does need to be using these to great effect. The hill is being contested. He cannot afford to let this go into Fariko's favor, but it has done, and they are looking really strong now to take this. Epsilon pretty much need to dominate this battlefield and hold every single hard point. Now Fariko will be wise to this, so they're probably just going to set up fairly early on the next one. So we're going to see some clutch play if Epsilon want to take this big kill there by Excellence against Karma. Unable to take down Miracles, who is having a fantastic game here. Just bringing up the scoreboard, we can see him on 34 kills and 26 deaths. We saw him go big in the previous hard point as well. Really standing out, such a strong SMG player. Hill is going into Epsilon control. It is still technically possible for anyone to win this, but it's going to be incredibly difficult for them. McGee just running rampage there with that death machine. Epsilon do still have this, but it is being contested, and this is just looking better and better as Karma doesn't take out 3. Advancing into this hardpoint area, and this is going to be it unless Epsilon can change something up very, very quick. Karma taking out 3 though, and that is going to be the winning 3-piece to get this team the win. They are going to advance, taking this round and winning 3-1. McGee takes out Karma with the death machine. It's not going to mean all that much. And here we go in the final moments of this game.
Hardpoint contested.
Hardpoint is being contested. It doesn't mean all that much now. It's great news for Fariko as they're going to take this win 3 versus 1. Just making sure I get that clip saved for the highlight reel by Karma there. Going big at the end. A really impressive play from him. As we said, that pretty much sealed the deal for Fariko. There we go. So with 30 seconds left on the clock, Fariko are just going to continue their dominance here. And we're seeing a very big win margin once again on hardpoint. It truly is their game type. They've been so strong in it throughout the actual tournament. I mean, even in pool play, extremely dominant on this. Dropping their first round though now to Epsilon, which was that search and destroy. And as before, Epsilon not out of this yet. They will go down into the losers bracket, still all to play for. But congratulations, Fariko.Impact. You are going to advance. You're now in a top 12 position, and things are looking really good for you guys to get a shot of the money. The end score 236 to 128. Fairly similar to the first hardpoint we saw, which ended 230 to 138. And, you know, it really is a big difference. Fariko.Impact have brought their A game to this tournament, and they're doing the business when it matters, let's put it that way. 40 kills for Miracles and Karma.